Good evening. Hello. We've written a big lump of story and music, and we'd like to play the whole thing for you tonight. It tells of how a large black cloud descends into Times Square, straddles out across 42nd Street, turns into a wall and sucks in Manhattan Island. Our hero, named Rail, crawls out of the subways of New York and is sucked into the wall to regain consciousness underground. This is the story of Rail.
There's no whitewash victim as the neons dim to the code of white. Rail imperial never sounding. Life's his gun, he's forgotten what he did, and the lamb lies down. Money, honey, neon, neon, Captain's bright on Broadway. See, there's always magic in the air. You see, the lights are always bright on Broadway. Something solid forming in the air. The wall of death is lowered in Times Square. No one seems to care. They carry on as if nothing was there. The wind is blowing harder now, blowing dust into my eyes. The dust settles on my skin, making a crust I cannot move in. And I'm hovering like a fly, waiting for the windshield on the freeway. Mythical Madonnas still walking in their shades. Lenny Bruce declares a truce and plays his other hand. Marshall McLuhan, casual view, head buried in the sand. There's sirens on the rooftops wailing, but there's no ship sailing. Groucho, with his movies trailing, stands alone with his punchline failing. Ku Klux Klan serve hot soul food. The band plays in the mood. The cheerleader waves the cyanide one. There's a smell of peach blossom, bitter almond. Carol Chestnut sniffs the air and leads the parade. He knows, innocent, you can bottle all you made. There's Howard Hughes in blue suede shoes, smiling at the majorette, smoking Winston cigarettes. And as the song and dance begins, the children play at home with needles and pins. wrapped up in some powdered wool. I guess I'm losing touch. Don't tell me this is dying, 'cause I ain't changed that much. The only sound is water drops. I wonder where the hell I am. Some kind of jam. Cuckoo, cocoon, have I come too soon for you? There's nothing I can recognize. This is nowhere that I've known. There's no sign of life at all. I guess that I'm alone. I feel so secure that I know this can't be real. But I feel good. Cuckoo, cocoon, have I come too soon for you? Wonder if I'm a prisoner locked in some Brooklyn jail, or some sort of Jonah shut up inside the whale. No, I'm still real, and I'm stuck in some kind of cave. What could have saved me? Cuckoo, cuckoo, have I come too soon for you? I got sunshine in my stomach, like I just rocked my baby to sleep. I got sunshine in my stomach, but I can't keep me from creeping sleep. Sleep in the deep.
silent tear of blood dribbles down his cheek, and I watch him turn again and leave the cage, my little runaway. Raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling on my raindrops keep falling on my head, keep falling on my raindrops keep falling on my head. In a trap, feel a strap, holding still, guns for kill. Chances narrow that I make it in the cushion straight jacket, just like 22nd Street. They got me by my neck and feet. Precious building, can't take more. My headache's charged. Hear the roar of this pain. Get me out of this pain. If I could change the wind, I could feel the cracks up in the road. But I know that I am solid, and I am my own bedroom. All sight and disappears, and its cage is on. Without any reason, my body revolts. Keep on turning, keep on turning. Keep on turning, turning around, just spinning around. It's the last great adventure left to mankind. Screams a drooping lady, offering her dream dolls at less than extortionate prices. And as the notes and coins are taken out, I'm taken in to the factory floor for the grand parade of lifeless package ready to use. It's the grand parade of lifeless package, just need a fuse. Got people stocked in every shade, must be doing well with trade. Stamped, addressed, inert fatality that evens out their personality with profit potential marked by a sign. I can recognize some of the production line. No bite at all in labor bondage, just wrinkled wrappers on human bandage. It's the grand parade, lifeless packaging, all ready to use. It's the grand parade of lifeless packaging, just need a fuse. The home runs like clockwork, their hands mark out the time, empty in their fullness like a frozen pantomime. Everyone's a sales representative, wearing slogans on their shrine, dishing out face-safe superlative. Brother John is number 9. Is the grand parade of lifeless packaging ready to use? It's the grand parade of lifeless packaging, just need a fuse. And the taker high the ceiling has planned out their future day. I see no
Thank you.
Thank you very much. This particular point in the story, our hero Rail is moving underground into an almost perfect reconstruction of the streets of New York City. And with his childhood memories, he begins to think of his first romantic adventures and how he had purchased a book titled, from a cheap discount bookstore, Erogenous Zones and Difficulties in Overcoming Finding Them. His first romantic adventure, after many months of study of the aforementioned book, he mastered his motions from initial arousal to completion in a mere 78 seconds, leaving his opposite number not even remotely titillated, and he was left cuddling his own prickly porcupine. With the porcupine, he found himself on a very soft, carpeted corridor with thousands of little people kneeling and crawling obsessively towards a heavy wooden door, through which a spiral staircase would lead them into a chamber with 32 other doors, only one of which could get any of them out.
I see faces and traces of home back in New York City. So you think judgment's come. But you can bet that I've been resting for this testing, digesting every word the experts say. Erogenous songs, I love you. Without you, what would a poor boy do? Found a girl I wanted to date. Thought I better get it straight. When if I book before it's too late. Don't leave nothing to fate. I studied every line, every page in the book. Now I got the real thing here. I'm gonna take a look. Take a look, 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 look. I'm counting out time, hoping it goes like I planned it, 'cause I understand it. Look, I found the hot spots, figures 1 to 9. Still counting out time. I got my finger on the button. Don't say nothing, just lie there still, and I'll get you turned on just fine. Erogenous songs, I love you. Without you, what would a poor boy do? Touch and go with 1 to 6. erogenous songs. I question you. Without you, what would a poor boy do? Without you, what would a poor boy do? Without you, mankind had gone through the blues. There is lamb's wool under my naked feet. It feels soft and warm, gives off some kind of heat. The salamander scurries into flame to be destroyed. Imaginary creatures are trapped in birth on celluloid. The fleas cling to the golden fleece, hoping they'll find peace. Each thought and gesture, a chord in celluloid. There's no hiding in my memory. There's no room to avoid. The crawlers cover the floor in the red ochre corridor. For my second sight of people, they've more lifeblood than before. They're moving in time to a heavy wooden door, where the needle's eye is winking, closing on the pore. The carpet crawlers heed their callers. We gotta get in to get out. The faces that I see, it's upward to the ceiling, where the chamber's said to be. Like the forest fight for sunlight that takes root in every tree. They are pulled up by the magnet, believing they're free. The carpet crawlers heed their callers. Get in to get out. We gotta get in to get out. We gotta get in to get out. My battered supermen are held in kryptonite, and the wise and foolish virgins giggle with their bodies glowing bright. Through the door, a harvest feast is lit by candlelight. It's the bottom of a staircase, spirals out of sight. The carpet crawlers heed their callers. We gotta get in to get out. Get out. We gotta get in to get out. The porcelain mannequin with shattered skin feels attack, and the eager pack lift up their pitches. They carry all they lack, and the liquid has congealed, which has seeped out through the cracks. And the tickler takes his stickle back. The carpet crawlers heed their call. gotta get in to get out. Gotta get in to get out. We've got to get in to get out. We've got to get in to get out. We've got to get in to get out. The carpet crawlers eat their callers. We gotta get in to get out. We gotta get in to get out. We gotta get in to get out. At the top of the stairs, there's hundreds of people running around to all the doors. I try to find themselves an audience. Their deductions need applause. The rich man stands in front of me, the poor man behind my back. They believe they can control the game, but the juggler holds another pack. I need someone to believe in, someone to trust. I need someone to believe in, someone to trust. I'd rather trust a countryman than a town man. You can judge by his eyes, take a look if you can. You smile through his guard. Survival trains hard. I'd rather trust a man who works with his hands. He looks at you once, you know he understands. Don't eat in his sleep when you're out in the field. But down here, I'm so alone with my fear, with everything that I hear, every single door that I've walked through. Sing along the chants that they have ever heard, and they're all calling out of my name. Even academics searching printed word. My father to the left of me, my mother to the right, like everyone else. They're pointing, but nowhere feels quite right. I need someone to believe in, someone to trust. I need someone to believe in, someone to trust. I'd rather trust a man who doesn't shout what he's found. There's no need to sell if you're homeward bound. If I choose a side, you won't take me for a ride. Back inside this chamber of so many doors, I've nowhere to hide. I'd give you all of my dreams if you'd help me find a door that doesn't lead me back again. Take me away. The chamber was in confusion, all the voices shouting loud. I could only just hear a voice quite near say something through the crowd. Said if I helped her through, she could help me too. But I could see that she was totally blind, from a pale face and a pale skin. A moonlight shine, lily white lily. She gonna take you through the tunnel of night. Lily white lily, she gonna lead you right.
All the pumping's nearly over for my sweetheart. This is the one for me. Time to meet the fish. Oh boy, the running man is out of death. Feet cold and old, it's getting hard to catch my breath. Back to ash, yeah, now you've had your flash, boy. The rocks in time compress your blood to oil your flesh to gold. Your eyes to oil, not everybody's gold. Anyway, they say she comes on a pale horse, but I'm sure I hear a train. Oh boy, I don't even feel no pain. I guess I must be driving myself insane. Damn it all, does earth plug a hole in heaven? Or heaven plug a hole in earth? How wonderful to be so profound when everything you are is dying underground. I feel a pull on the road, let me out of the rain. I should have been exploded in space. Different orbits from my bones. Not me, just quietly buried in stones. Keep the deadline open with my maker. See me stretch, yeah, up the guide's elastic anchor. The doorbell rings and it's good morning rail. So sorry you had to wait. It won't be long, yeah. She's very rarely late. Here comes a supernatural anesthetist. If he wants you to snuff it, all he has to do is puff it. He's such a fine dancer.
The scent grows richer. He knows he must be near. He finds a long passageway lit by chandelier. Each step he takes, the perfumes change, from familiar fragrance to flavors strange. A magnificent chamber meets his eye. Inside a long rosewater pool, he's shrouded by fine mist. Stepping in the moist silence, with a warm breeze he's gently kissed. Thinking he is quite alone, he enters the room as if it were his own. But ripples on the sweet pink water reveal some company unthought of. Rail stands astonished, doubting his sight, struck by beauty, gripped in fright. 3 vermilion snakes of female face, the smallest motion filled with grace. Muted melodies fill the echoing hall, but there is no sign of warning in the siren's call. Rail, welcome, we are the Lamia of the pool. We have been waiting for our waters to bring you cool. Putting fear beside him, he trusts in beauty blind. He slips into the nectar, leaving his shredded clothes behind. With their tongues they test, taste and judge all that is mine. They move in a series of caresses that glide up and down my spine. As they nibble the fruit of my flesh, I feel no pain, only a magic that a name would stain. With the first drop of my blood in their veins, their faces are convulsed in mortal pains. The fairest cries, we all have loved you well. Each empty snake-like body floats, silent sorrow in empty boats. A sickly sourness fills the room, the bitter harvest of a dying room. Looking for motion, I know I will not find. I stroke the coals, now turning pale, in which I'd lain entwined. Oh, Lamia, your flesh that remains, I will take as my food. It is the scent of garlic that lingers on my chocolate fingers. messages sent to you. this dirty street. I've never seen a stranger crowd. Slow-bodied galleons on squeaky feet, continually pacing with nonchalant embracing. Each orifice disgracing, one facing moves to say hello. Your skin's all covered in slimy lumps, with lips that slide across each chin. His twisted limbs like rubber stumps, I'm waved in welcome, say please join in. My grip must be flipping as his handshake keeps slipping. My hopes keep on dipping and his lips keep on smiling all the time. We, like you, have tasted love. Be alarmed at what you see. You yourself are just the same as what you see in me. Me! Like you! Like that! Better watch it, son. Your sentence has only just begun. You better run and join your brother John. You're in the colony of Slipper Man. There's no who, what, or when. You can't get out if you got the gripe. To see Dr. Diaper, reform sniper, he'll whip off your windscreen wiper. John and I are able to face the doctor and his marble table. You say, understand, Hale, that's the end of your tale. I said, don't delay, Dr. Dick, I'll watch his countdown timer tick. Places the number into a tube. It's a yellow plastic shooby-doo. It says though your fingers may tickle, you'll be safe in a pickle. Suddenly black cloud come down from the sky. It's a supersized blackbird that sure can fly. Brings on darkness and night. He flies right down, gives me one hell of a fright. You take the tube right out of my hands. Man, I've got a farm where that blackbird lands. Look here, John, I've got to run. I need you now, you're gonna come. He says to me, now can't you see? Where the raven flies, there's jeopardy. We've been cured on the couch, and you're sick with your grouch. I'll not risk my honey pouch, which my slouch will wear slung very low. He walks away and leaves me once again. Even though I never learned, I hoped he showed you some concern. just in time to watch you float away, 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 to watch you float as he walks along the gorge's edge, he meets a sense of yesteryear. A window in the bank above his head reveals his home amidst the streets. Subway sounds, the sounds of complaint, the smell of acid on his gun of paint, as he carves out anger in a blood-red band. Destroyed tomorrow by an unknown hand. My home. Is this the way out from the endless scene, or just an entrance to another dream? And the light dies down, 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 down on Broadway. But as the skylight beckons him to leave, he hears a scream from far below. Within the raging water rives the form of Brother John. He cries for help. The gate is fading now, but open wide. But John is drowning. I must decide between the freedom I had in the rat race, or to stay forever in this forsaken place. Hey John! He makes for the river, and the gate is gone. Back to the void where it came from. And the light dies down, 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 down.
around me. If I want y'all alive, I gotta ditch my fear, take a dive. Well, I've still got my drive to survive. Evil Knievel, you got nothing on me.
Moving down the water, John is drifting out of sight. It's only at the turning point that you find out how you fight. In the cold, feel the cold all around. And the rush of crashing water surrounds me with its sound, striking out to reach you. I can't get through to the other side. When you're racing in the rapids, there's only one way, that's to ride. Taken down by the undertow. And I'm spiraled down the riverbed. My fire is burning low, catching hold of a rock that's firm. I'm waiting for John to be carried past. We hold together, and shoot the rapids fast. And when the water slows watch it grow all around me. It is here, it is now. Just a little bit of it can bring you up or down. Like the supper, it is cooking in your hometown. It is chicken, it is eggs, it is in between your legs. It is walking on the moon, leaving your cocoon. It is the jigsaw, it is the purple haze. It never stays in one place, but it's not a passing phase. It is in a single spot, in the distance of the face. It is in between the cages, it is always in a space. It is here, it is now. Any rock can be made to roll if you've enough of it to pay the toll. It has no home in words or gold, not even in your favorite poem. It is hope for the dope, the rides the horse without a hoof. It is Jacob, not stirred, cocktails on the roof. When you read right through it, you see everything alive. It is inside the spirit with enough grit to survive. If you think that it's pretentious, you've been taken for a ride. Look across the mirror, sonny, before you choose, decide. It is here, it is now. It is real, it is real. 'Cause it's only knocking on the wall, but I like it. Yes, it's only knocking on the wall, but I like it. Yes, it's only knocking on the wall, but I like it, I like it, I like it. Only knocking on the wall, but I like it, like it, like it all around me. Like it all around. planet soil. Now their reign has come to end. Has life again destroyed life? Do they play elsewhere? Do they know more than their childhood games? Maybe the needs are changed still. This is the end of man's long road.
you very much. Great to see everybody again. We're going to pursue with an older song, which we're sure you know.
It's actually the story of a little wooden musical box.
Play me, old King Cole. The tide may chime with you. All your hearts now seem so far from me. It hardly seems to matter now. And the nurse will tell you lies of a kingdom beyond the skies. But time lost within this half world, it hardly seems to matter now. Play me my song. Here it comes again and again and again. Play me my song. Here it comes again. Just a little bit more time, time left to live out life. La, 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 la. Play me my song. Here it comes again and again and again and again. Play me my song. Here it comes again. was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. So he called for his pipe, and he called for his bow, and he called for his fiddlers three. But the clock tick-tock on the mantelpiece, and I want, and I feel, and I touch, and I know. She's a lady, she's got time. She's got She's a lady, she is mine. Push back your hair and let me get to know your flesh. I'll be waiting in the sun now, and all this time will pass me by. It doesn't seem to matter now. Stand there with your feet, take station.